Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are taking a look at how the person that you have in mind views you. So this can be about an ex or just someone that you're interested in. This can be a crush. This can be a family or friend situation. This can be a co-worker. It can be about anyone. That's what I'm trying to say. I know a lot of you guys normally watch this for like people that you're romantically interested in, but it can be about anyone. And we're taking a look at how they currently view you, not in the sense of like how they feel about you, just more so like what kind of person they feel that you are, what they've kind of thought. So yeah, and also don't shoot the messenger. I'm just picking up on how the person that you have in mind views you or sees you. It's how that person sees you, okay? Not how I'm seeing you or anything like that. I have enough videos of those type of ones, but yeah, that's what we are taking a look at. So I have 4 objects for you guys to choose from. Pile number 1 is the Sunny Angel, pile number 2 is the shell, pile number 3 is the rose quartz, and pile number 4 is the little mouse with the baby mouse. So see which object you're drawn to. The timestamps are going to be in the description box as usual, and I'll see you guys at your timestamps. Hey Pawan, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at how the person on your mind is viewing you currently. So you guys chose the Sunny Angel. I'm going to start with tarot and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. Let's get in. So pile number 1, please, spirit guides, tap me into the collective of my Sunny Angel pile. How does that person view them? How does pile number 1's person view them? Tap me into the Sunny Angel pile. How does that person view them? Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. Pile number 1. So we have the 2 of Swords. Pile number 1. How does pile number 1's person view them? We have the 6 of Wands. Interesting. How does pile number 1's person view them? How does pile number 1's person view them? And we have the Emperor. Okay, and the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. Do you know what's really interesting with this person? Like, when I'm asking how they view you, I feel like no matter what the relationship is with you and this person, the closer they get to you, the more confused they become. And it's making me think of like the sun kind of like blinding, because it's almost like they'll be confused and not understand like how they're feeling about you. And then it's like when they're further away, or maybe you're not speaking to them, or you're just not in each other's energy anymore, this person understands you more and can kind of get a full picture. Whereas like the closer they are to you, I wonder if maybe this is like a karmic situation where you trigger things in this person, or it could just be like maybe you're to be honest, this is how it feels. I feel like, especially with the Queen of Wands being there as well, I feel like you're somebody that's very authentic, and somebody that's very you very much feel like you're in your power, but there's like a lot of creative energy around you, because I just keep thinking of the sun. And I just think you're somebody that you're the type of person where it's like, if there's an issue, we're going to talk about it. We're going to lift up the rug and just dust everything from under the rug. Like, we're not going to play about. I'm not going to wear a mask, so I don't expect you to wear a mask. And if you are coming towards me with a mask, I am going to bring things up. It's almost like whoever this person that you're asking about is, it's almost like maybe they step towards connections trying to be very controlled. And this doesn't have to be in like a negative way. This doesn't mean like, oh, they're putting on a mask. It could be that they try to be very controlled to control their emotions and have the power in the situation. It could also be that it's just maybe insecurities and things like that, their vulnerabilities, they try to hide it back. Whereas I feel like whatever this connection is, I feel like you bring that out of this person. I feel like you bring up this person's insecurities, or you bring up this person's triggers, not out of you being like this, and this, I'm going to point it out to you. Almost just like your light kind of like shines that on them. And I feel like that's where this person can kind of feel, I feel shaky and I feel insecure, like almost. That's kind of like how I feel. So I don't know, like whatever this type of connection is, I feel like this person definitely admires you, and I feel like this person does look up to you, and I feel like this person does have, like, I feel like they see you in a really good light. but it's almost like where you shine, I feel like it shines on maybe their insecurities, and then I almost feel like I don't like what I'm feeling, and then I'm trying to rationalize or understand what I'm feeling, and maybe sometimes there may be an area of projection, or it could then maybe distort how they view you, but then the minute they pull back, then they get a better view of you again. It's like, oh, okay, it's like I can breathe again. Do you know what I mean? You know when you're really cold and you can't think of anything else but to like get in the warmth, or when you're really hot and it's the summer and you can't sleep because of how hot it is and all you want is like an ice cold drink and the fan on you. It's almost like when they pull back, they get perspective. But when they're around you, I wonder like if this connection you're asking about was maybe like an intense connection, or there were triggers, because it could even be for both of you. You could maybe sometimes be triggered by this person, but I just feel like there's a mirror here, a really, really strong mirror, and I just feel like maybe there's wounds that come up or fears that come up, and it creates like that little bit of friction, you know what I mean? And maybe that's something that you're working on in this lifetime with this person, is settling whatever is being moved within you, either with this person or just whatever they mirror, and then you can kind of like move on and deal with it then. But that's what I feel like. I feel like this person, in terms of how they view you, the closer they get, the more confused they get. It's quite interesting. But in terms of how they view you, I do feel they kind of put you on a pedestal. Not that you don't deserve to be there or anything like that, but I feel like this person does look up to you. I feel like this person, there's like the energy that I'm picking up on, there's like leadership energy, because I keep thinking of like the sun, like Leo energy, and I'm looking at the Emperor there and the Queen of Wands, like especially with the Six of Wands, you're elevated. So I feel like this person does put you on a pedestal. I feel like this person does look up to you. I think you have qualities that this person likes. I'm hearing like leadership, and I feel like you are also somebody that they feel is like very confident, and I feel like, yeah, that's how this person feels. They feel like you're very confident and very bold and very courageous. And I think maybe especially with the Seven of Wands leading the reading, they may even feel sometimes not like overbearing in the sense of like, oh, you're overbearing, but in the sense of like, let's just say you're friends, right? And you both are talking about how you both want to become, you both want to be like in the gym, and you want to be runners, and you want to be running every day, and you want that lifestyle, right? So you both want that. And then like they feel like you're the type of person to be like, okay, let's go do it then. And then you're up every morning running, and this person's like, whoa, no. But it's like what they want, but like sometimes they might not have the courage to execute it, whereas you just do it. And then like that's the overbearing part that I was talking about. Not that you're overbearing, but it's like, oh my god, now I've got to really show up. You're the type of person to show up. It's making me think of in Friends when Chandler wants to get like fit and healthy, and Monica is like, oh, I can help you, and he's like, yeah, okay, cool. And then she's like at his door every day at 6 a.m. like you know, let's get going. And I think at one time he like tries to get her to go to sleep so he doesn't have to go anymore, and he tries to avoid her, but that was what he wanted to get fit and healthy, and she was trying to help that. So that's the energy here. It's almost like you're the type of person to, you're a go-getter. This is how they view you. You're a go-getter. You say something, you do it, you execute what it is that you're going to do. And maybe in the time of knowing you, you've maybe said things that you want to do in your life, and you've actually gone and done them. Like you've actually gone and got that car, or got that career, or traveled, or, you know, redid your house, or bought that house. You know, you're somebody that goes and does what you say you're going to do. And this person sees you as somebody that's very honest and very truthful. They also see you as somebody that's very raw. So you could be very raw with your emotions, like your vulnerabilities. This is how I'm feeling. Anger, frustration, you could voice things like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is how I feel. I don't like that you did that. This person sometimes can be a bit passive, and I think that's why they look up to you, because I think that you are that more leader. You give off more leadership vibes that I think that they would like to have within themselves. So they're really strong. And I think they do admire it, but I feel like the closer they get, it's almost like you're mirroring those parts of them where they don't have that, and then it's like comes to the surface. And I think sometimes, because this person is actually quite deep, and I think this person does have like a lot of emotions inside. I'm picking up like water energy from them. They don't have to have a lot of water energy. I'm just picking up like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Like they just have a lot going on inside, and I think sometimes they don't really know what they're feeling, and I think that they struggle with what's being triggered. So like, let's just say you're they've said something and you've called them out, let's say, and said, hey, like, you said you wanted to do this and you're not doing it, it could bring like a feeling within them of like, I'm not good enough, or insecurity. But instead of them processing it like, I'm not good enough and this is the insecurity wound and this is what I'm going to work through, it's almost like I get frustrated and I almost feel like I want to lash out or I want to shut down. You know what I mean? Like, it can create a trigger where it's like, well, you're the bad guy. And I think the minute there's space, they understand. It's quite interesting. The minute there's like space between you, they're able to sit and feel. I just wonder if this connection is a little intense. It could be intense for both of you too. But they really do. There's a lot of admiration here. They do look up to you. I feel like they do put you on a pedestal. I think that you have a lot of qualities that they look up to. I think there's a lot of fire energy coming from you. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. I feel like you also feel like you're somebody that's like on to the next. Like, you feel like a go-getter where, and this is how they're looking at you, where it's like, once you achieve something, you're on to achieving something else. It's like you're not sitting down. Like, that's kind of how they view you. And it's like, all I've got to do is like not look at you for 1 second and you're doing something else. That is another thing that they feel in regards to you. But very creative, very colourful. I feel like they view you as a very colourful person. I'm being shown like, you know, like when you have like pastel colours and like baby pinks and baby blues, and I'm being shown that, but like in a rainbow. I hope you guys know what I mean, like that rainbow pastel. I hope it makes sense. You know when you see people and they have like rainbow ribbons or rainbow whatever, and it's like, it's not like the deep bright color rainbow, it's like the lighter colors. I don't know, I'm just being shown like a rainbow. I don't know. But yeah, I'm being shown that. But yeah, I feel like they see you as very colorful, somebody that's very rich in just energy, if that makes sense. And I think you're like they view you as a bit of a burst of energy as well. I wonder if you have like high energy. You could be somebody that's very talkative. You could be somebody that has just like a lot to say. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge. That's another thing. But yeah, I just feel like sometimes the closer they add to you, it becomes a bit murky, and then it's like, I'm running, but then when I'm gone, I get you again. But they seem to understand you more when they're in the crowd looking up at you than when they're like by your side, because they just, there's triggers coming up when I'm by your side. But it's to do with them, and I do think you help them grow as well. And you know your person, like, you could also maybe feel triggered when they're by your side, you know, things that they do that could also trigger you. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up. But I feel like if this is a like romantic situation that you're asking about, they're definitely very attracted to you, because I just feel like you're a very bright person, you know, like when I say a bright person, it's your aura shining through. So it's not even really about looks, it's like your aura shining through. You're very bright, you're like golden, like that's how they kind of view you. So even if this isn't a relationship situation, like, you're just somebody that stands out to them. Like, you're not somebody that like, oh, I'm gonna forget about my paranormal ones. Like, you're somebody that they remember. Maybe you say things and it's just like, that was a really good thing that you just said. Or maybe you've given them a compliment and they hold on to it. Like, that's honestly this energy. Like, if you've given them compliments, they hold on to it. If you've given them a gift, they hold on to it. Like, because it's just, they just, how do I put it into words? I'm hearing You Get Me. I'm hearing that song by Justin Bieber and Kehlani, Get Me. The lyrics are literally like, you get me. You know what I mean? Like, you understand me. So you may be a bit intuitive and you're able to know, like, this person would like this, so I'm going to big up this person because, you know, I want to help this person. Yeah, I just feel like you're on the go, you're on the move. I think you want to help a lot. I wonder if this person's like told you about things that they're upset about or insecure about, and then your role in this situation is like you try and help them. Because I almost feel like you have like medicine that I feel like they need, but like when maybe you try and help them or maybe put that medicine on their wound, it stings and they run. Do you get what I mean? Like, they may be insecure and then you give them loads of compliments and it's like they don't know what to do with it, and it almost triggers them. It's like, I don't feel worthy of this, and then it's like, I'm running away. It could be like that. And this is the thing, is that it's great to have that in the sense that you're able to, you know, pour into them and give it to them, but they need to be able to give it to themselves first to appreciate it and understand it. And it's almost like they get triggered by it almost. It's like, it's like imposter syndrome. There's definitely some like karmic energies here that are being worked through, because there are some insecurities I feel that this person has. But you're a go-getter. That's how they view you. You're a go-getter. You're like a star. You're like the type of person that would be on the TV. Do you know what I mean? You'd be the type of person that would be like on stage. You're the type of person that would be I just feel like I'm elevating you when I'm looking up to you, and I understand you more when I'm in the crowd looking up to you. That's just how this feels. You're like, it's like leadership. I wonder if you're like a boss. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you're somebody that helps other people, like motivational speaker, fitness instructor, you know, things like that, a nutritionist, like where you give advice. I just feel like you're one of those people. I'm just your dance instructor, so somebody here could be a dance instructor. Yeah, that's just how it feels. They feel like you. I'm looking up to you. I'm hearing I don't know why I'm hearing Shakira's Beyonce song Beautiful Liar. But I'm thinking of the dance in that, which is probably why. But yeah, I just shared that. So pile number one, how does pile number one's person currently view my pile number ones? How does pile one's person currently view my pile number ones? We have Shakti, transformation. How does pile number one's person, we have death and magic. Interesting. How does pile number one's person view my pile number ones? You're always on the move. Yeah, we have the future. You're always on the move. I look away for 1 second, you're doing something else. You've built something else. We have healing at the back of the deck. It's interesting, this person views you as somebody that's very healing, but as you all probably know as well, like we look at, you know, healing is pushed like it's twinkly unicorns and rainbows, and there can be a level of that, but also healing is triggers and rage and feeling deeply. And I do feel like just your presence alone causes certain feelings to come to the surface for this person, whatever type of dynamic the situation is. But they feel like you're somebody that's constantly growing and moving and ever changing. You're constantly somebody that's expanding. I'm picking up a lot of like Jupiterian, Sagittarian energy, but it's also making me think of Leo, because like I'm thinking of the sun and expansion there and creativity and activating things. But yeah, they see you as somebody that's just like, you're not afraid to burn the house down and build another one. You're not tied to whatever it is that you create. I hope this makes sense. Like, you are the sun, so you're gonna cause more flowers to bloom. Do you get what I mean? It's coming from you. You take a loss in something, it's okay, you're gonna get another gain. You don't feel like your ego is, and this is how this person views you, your ego's not tied to like, oh, I just achieved this amount of money, or I just got this diploma, or I just got this car. Your ego isn't tied to it. It's like, whatever, I can do it again, and if it goes, it goes, because you understand that golden energy is you, and I think this person sees that golden energy is you, and it's like, I'm kind of viewing you kind of, everything you touch turns to gold sort of thing. That's kind of like how it feels. But what I'm seeing in that is, I just feel like you're ever changing. So I just wonder if you're like, maybe you're somebody that moves a lot, maybe you're somebody that changes career paths a lot, maybe you're somebody that constantly has a new goal in mind. You're a go-getter, so that would make sense. But you're constantly changing and shifting, and you're constantly moving forward. Like, seeing how this person came back and forth out of your life, you're not staying stagnant. You're constantly growing. You're constantly moving. This doesn't feel like somebody that would be in your life all the time, only because I keep feeling like I'm coming in and then I'm getting confused about how I'm feeling about you and I'm not seeing you clearly, and then I'm moving back out, I see you properly again, and now I want to come back again because it's like, wow. And then the closer I get, oh, I want to run away again. So it makes me feel like a moth to a flame. That's what's coming into my brain, but it makes me feel like this person isn't like a permanent figure in your life, or maybe that you are always in each other's lives, but your closeness dwindles at times. And it could also dwindle as you grow, like your frequency shifts, and so does theirs then. But yeah, this person has a lot of admiration for you. I personally in this don't see any like negativity, but I do think that sometimes when you are in close contact with them, negative feelings can come up, but it's mixed with like, it's like insecurities and triggers coming up, and then I'm not seeing you clearly. That's where the more negative side then can come in, if that makes sense. And I think if you've ever had to hold this person accountable to things they've said and not followed through with, I think that's also maybe a trigger. Because it's like they'd like to follow through with it, but then maybe they don't have the courage. So then they feel like, oh, well, I'm not enough because I can't do it, you know? That's another thing here. But I feel like this person has you on a pedestal, and I think that they're attracted to you, even if this is like a family member. I find they're like attracted in the sense of you're like a light. You are a light to this person. That's what I would say. And they also feel like you're somebody that doesn't need anyone. Like you just headstrong. You're like main character of your life. Like that's kind of how they view you. Yeah, so pile number 1, that's what I have for you. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. Sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you guys are watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey Baltu, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at how your person currently views you. So you guys chose the shell. I'm going to start with tarot, and then we're going to move on to your oracle cards. So let's get in. So pile number 2, please, spirit guides, the shell pile. How does pile number 2's person view my pile number 2's? How does pile number 2's person? Okay, we have the moon. How does pile number 2's person view my pile number 2's? We have the 3 of Cups. I feel like this person struggles to know what you're feeling and thinking a lot. Like you may be somebody that retreats into, literally retreats into your shell. 5 of Wands reversed, 2 of Cups. And the back of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah, tapping into this, I feel like this person struggles to understand you or kind of get a hold on you in terms of like how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Like I almost feel like I'm around you, and let's just say like I baked a cake and I'm showing you the cake. It's like I'm trying to understand how you're actually feeling and thinking, maybe towards me, but I'm not. It's like I'm not able to get it. It's almost like turning into mist or like dust. Like I can't read you. It's like you're almost like a closed book, if that makes. That's how it feels. It feels like a closed book. You know when you try to open those cockle shells and they just like don't open? That's how this person kind of like feels. But it's not like in everything. Like I feel like this person would know what your favorite food is. I feel like this person would know, like, they'd be able to pick up on those things. It's more so like your next move, what you're feeling, how you feel about them. Like this person struggles to understand that, I feel. Like I almost feel like I'm trying to pry it open to like understand your feelings and like emotions. Like you're closed in that aspect. That's kind of like how I feel. And you could be somebody that's just not super emotional, or you could process your emotions in a more closed off way. I keep thinking of like Capricorn, Taurus, like Virgo energy. It's just earthy energy keeps coming through for me. But yeah, I feel like this person, that could be them or you, but I feel like it's from their view, from them. Like if they had to pick a sign, I feel like they'd pick an earthy sign for you, because you could just be somebody that's very grounded, very practical, but then not maybe very open emotionally, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like I'm trying to pry. I want to know more. I want to know more about how you're feeling. I want to know more. Like I want to tap into that depth with you. I want that with you, because I almost feel with this 2 of Cups, like I want to share that with you. I want to share my feelings with you. I want to share my emotions with you. I want to know how you feel about me. This could be someone you've like recently started speaking to and you're not ready to be open with them yet. Or this could be even like a family member or a friendship where like you have like the best of times, but you're just not super like emotionally connected. Maybe you just have a lot of boundaries there, or maybe you're not that connected with this person yet to be that way, or maybe you just like to deal with your emotions on your own, that could also be it. But this person, I literally feel like I'm trying to pry open a cockle shell. Like, I want to get inside and know more of you. So how they view you then, it's like I view you like a closed book. They view you as somebody a little bit mysterious. Like, what do you do when you go home? What do you do? Like, what are you up to? How do you feel? It's making me have these kind of questions about you. Yeah, like, I want to know more. I want to get inside your mind. I want to know more. Because it's like, I know there'd be more, but it's like I can't get in there, if that makes sense. And that's why I keep turning back towards myself and asking all of these questions. Like, that's kind of like how I feel here. So I feel like this could even be somebody that has maybe feelings for you. Maybe this is somebody you've had a romantic connection with. That's maybe where the emotions are coming in. But it's just, and it could be a family member where there's just love there for you. But it's like, I want to know more. Like, I want to get down to like the deep oceans. Like, you know, I want to get like further. I want to understand you, and understand you more. I'm trying to like pry in that area, if that makes sense. Yeah, tap me in deep, but I just feel like you're a bit of a mystery to this person. Or I'm getting like little bits of you, and then you're like jumping back in your shell. So like, you've just shared, like, you could be somebody that like shares something very vulnerable, and then all of a sudden it's like back game face. I'm back in, you know, I'm back in the shell. Just shared a little bit and now I'm back in the shell. And it's like, I almost feel like I'm getting glimpses of you. And the more I'm getting glimpses of you and I'm seeing you, I'm actually seeing you like less hard, more soft. Like, the more I'm getting glimpses, I'm like, oh, you're actually really sensitive. Oh, you're actually a very vulnerable person. Or you've got a very big heart. Or you're actually just, you know, quite a sensitive soul. But then it's like you're snapping back, and then it's like, wait, what? So yeah, I feel like the closer they get to you, I feel like they understand that a little bit more, and your softness and your vulnerabilities. But there's like I feel like they view you as somebody that puts on, they could either view you as somebody that puts on a front, like a hard front, but just soft inside, or they could view you as somebody that just has a hard shell. You could also be somebody that's quite stern with your words, because I don't know why, I just had basically, when I was younger, I'd never seen a prawn in my life, and everyone was eating prawns, and I ate it, but I ate the shell, and it was really crunchy, and I didn't understand, and I just had the crunch in my mouth. They just showed me that, but it's like, I'm thinking of like crunchy, I know it sounds so weird, this is how my brain works. I'm thinking of like crunchy words, but I'm thinking of like sharp words, hard words. So you could be somebody that you have no problem telling this person off if you need to. You could be somebody that's very straight to the point with your words. You could be somebody that's very blunt, you know. It doesn't have to be mean. I mean, they could view you as mean, having mean words, but also they just view you as somebody that's maybe a bit blunt or dry. It could also be dry. But I feel like there's a lot that goes on inside, but it's like I want more of that, but I'm just seeing the fence. I'm seeing the hard shell a lot of the time, or I'm dealing with the harder shell, which doesn't always have to be a negative thing. But yeah, I just feel like I'm really curious. You are a little bit of like a mystery to them. Anything else, please, spirit guides? This could be somebody that you're not like too emotionally involved in, because I keep seeing you retreating. I keep thinking of the Eight of Cups. I keep thinking of like the way it's been shown to me, like you're disappearing into the night. Like I wonder if you only see this person on occasion. That could just be for some of you. If this is somebody you're around all the time, you could be somebody that needs a lot of alone time, or you like to be on your own a lot, or it could be that you're in the same room but then you just go silent and you just retreat into yourself. It could be that you're somebody that's more in your mind. You have a really rich inner world and that's where you go. It could literally just be that. But it's almost like the moon kind of comes over and it's like you disappear. So I just wonder if you this could be somebody that doesn't see you that often, or again, you could be somebody that like retreats to your room, you know what I mean, retreats into another room, or wants to be on your own. Like that's kind of like how they may view you. Maybe even like a bit of a lone wolf, I think they might view you as, because when you think of like the little cockles in the shell and all the sea urchins in the shell, there's not like 9 of them in there, there's only 1. So they may view you as a bit of a lone wolf, somebody that likes to just be on your own or do things. You might not have like loads of friends, or you may not be, I think they definitely view you as somebody that's an introvert. somebody that isn't very social or extroverted, you know, going out a lot. You could be somebody that's just very, you know, just living life on your own terms. I hope that makes sense. Like, you're just somebody that likes to do things on your own, or you just happen to be on your own. You're just one of those people, not in like a sad way or anything like that. Just, I mean, I love being on my own. I'm on my own all the time, but it's just, they view you as somebody that like likes your own company. Or they could just view it like, because it could be that you're really open with other people and you're just closed off to this person, but then this person could view you as just a closed off person in general, but you're actually open around other people. You're actually emotionally vulnerable around other people. It's just not this person. It could be that as well. We're just going off from their perspective, how they then would view you. There's something here about your words being very blunt or to the point or black and white. Like, you could be somebody that forms opinions in a very black and white way, like this is red, this is yellow, you know, there's no orange. Like, they kind of view you like that. Or if this person's ever had an argument with you, it could be like there's no middle ground. It's like right and wrong. You know what I mean? Black and white. Like, that may be how they view you if they've had an argument with you. But yeah, with the Two of Cups, I do feel like they want to share more emotions with you, or they want to see those more vulnerable sides of you. I'm finding it hard, like when I'm in their energy and I'm like, okay, how do you view them? It's like, it's slipping away from me every time I try to grasp it. It's like, I don't know, like they're in their shell, like that's how I feel, like, and I'm finding it hard, but I'm finding it hard because I'm in their energy, and I think they find it hard to really latch on to you, if that makes sense, to get inside the shell. So because of that, it's because I'm in their energy, it's making me find it hard, if that makes sense. And we're just looking at how they view you. You could be a very private person as well. Like, I feel like, yeah, this person would probably view you as private, but I feel like they could see you as a little bit like sneaky, but in the way of like, take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be like, ooh, you're sneaky, like you're sly. It could be in the way of like, you are just, there's an air of secrecy. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing later? Oh, I don't know. But like, you have plans, you just don't want to tell them, or you just can't be bothered maybe to go into it. And they're like, oh, I know you're doing some, and it's like, you don't mean it in a secret way. You don't mean it in like you're trying to be sly, but they could be like, oh, that person's hiding something. But it's just more, they're trying to get more out of you, if that makes sense. You could just be someone that doesn't like to do small talk or let so many people in. Like, you like your own privacy, you like, you know, to keep things to yourself. But yeah, I feel like this person does struggle with that, because then I don't think they fully know how to view you. And also with the moon lead in the reading, like when we think of the moon, for example, the moon isn't in the sky all the time. I mean, it's always in the sky. Before anyone's like, yeah, it is. I know it is. But like, we don't see the moon all the time. It's there, but it's not always a full moon. Sometimes it's a new moon and we can't see it. It goes through phases, and it goes through periods where it's just a dark sky. It's not there. You feel like that. Like, sometimes maybe they're getting more of you than they thought they would, and then the next minute you're gone again. There's phases, and this person could see you as somebody that's quite emotional, in the sense of like, you go through phases with your emotions. You know what I mean? You 1 minute you're a little bit more open, and then the next minute you're not, or you'll share something and then you retreat. Like, something like, I'm picking up a lot of Cancerian, and I would like reference the Cancer Capricorn axis for you guys, like Cancer and Capricorn. You may have that in your chart. It doesn't have to be sun, it could be moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars. You could have a stellium there. I don't know, I'm just seeing Cancer Capricorn for you guys. You don't have to, it's just how they may be viewing you. Yeah, so let's pull some oracle cards. Pile number 2. How does pile number 2's person view my pile number 2's? How does pile number 2's person view my pile number 2's? They definitely view you as a bit of a closed book, though. Oh my God. We literally have secrets. What did I say? We literally have the secrets card. I feel like I'm talking to you and I feel like you're holding back, or you're not telling me the whole story. That's kind of like how I feel. We have generosity and we have stillness. It's hard to read you, I feel. The back of the deck is nurturer. We have nurturer at the back of the deck. Okay, secrets, generosity, and stillness. Okay. Yeah, so straight away, I feel like there's an air of secrecy. I feel like this person does kind of struggle to read you. I feel like they want to see more of your emotions. They want to see more of your, like, vulnerability and your depth. And I feel like the more they do, they see you as somebody that's less shell, more the soft sea urchin inside, if that makes sense. Like, they see you more like that. There's like a softness there. And with the stillness, it's just making me think of, like, how do I put this into words? You know, like when you try to read somebody and, like, let's just say you're using, like, your eyes, for example. So you're analysing them and you're watching their body language and things like that. Like, they almost feel like you're someone that they might struggle to do that with. Like, maybe you're not super expressive. Or, like, let's just say they give you a gift. Like, you like it, but, like, you're not the type to be, like, super animated or, like, wow, like, I love it. Like, you're not that type of person. It's just like, oh, thank you. And they struggle with that a little bit, because it's like, well, did they like it, did they not? Like, that's the feeling here. That's what I'm getting with stillness, is like, I'm looking for something to hook on to. I wonder if there's someone you just started dating and they're wanting more. They're wanting more and you're just not giving that to them yet. I wonder if that's the case. It's not going to be the case for all of you, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. So why do we have generosity in the middle? That one's quite interesting. Why do we have generosity in terms of how they view my pile number twos? See, I feel like they do genuinely see you as somebody that's, it's like, I know what's in the middle of the shell, so I want to share that with you. I know what's in the middle of the shell, so I want some of that. Like, and I'm talking about your heart, your vulnerabilities, your light. It's like, I know you have that in there. Like, it's like, just share it with me. Like, bring it out. Like, let's share our hearts with each other. Like, that's kind of like how I'm feeling. But yeah, I feel like this is where they maybe, like, struggle, because I feel like they do like what they're feeling or seeing inside of the shell. But then it's like, I'm getting snapped back out of the shell. It could be just, this is someone new and you have strong boundaries. It could be as simple as that. But yeah, I feel like you're a bit of a mystery to this person, pile number two. Yeah, so I hope you got what you needed from the reading. And yeah, if you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at how your person currently views you. So you guys chose the rose quartz. I'm going to start with tarot and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. So let's get in. So pile number 3, please, spirit guides. My rose quartz pile. How does pile number 3's person currently view my pile number 3's? How does pile number 3's person currently view my pile number 3's? So we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. Pile number 3's person, please, spirit guides. How do they view my pile number 3's? We have the World. How does pile number 3's person currently view my pile number 3's? We have the Tower and then we have the Chariot. Okay. Okay, there feels like there's been a change in your energy, but like from this person's perspective, meaning that you could have been one way and now you're a different way. This could come from you maybe doing healing and just evolving and changing your, you know, the way that you entertain people and talk to people and you know, entertaining your friendships and relationships. This could also be you just inserting boundaries, which is kind of how this kind of feels. This could also be somebody that you knew in the past and maybe they've come back and they're getting a different version of you. That's also just the different scenarios that I'm getting, because I just feel like when I'm looking at you through this person's eyes, I feel excited, first of all. Like, I feel excited, and it's just like, I don't know why I'm being shown people dancing. Like, I'm being shown somebody doing like a tango. Like, I just feel like you're a fun person. And I feel like when you're in my life, you bring a lot of fun and joy. And you're somebody that's maybe very lighthearted and somebody that just makes life very fun. It's making me think of the scene from 13 Going on 13, where Jenna Rink, she gets everybody on the dance floor to sing, to dance to Thriller, and everyone's just looking at her like, what is she doing? And she starts to dance, and then everyone joins in the end. Like, I feel like you bring this person like a zest for life. I think that it's just, I want to say this is something you've always done, which makes me think that this person's known you for some time. However, there's this feeling in regards to how I'm like, my energy is kind of changing towards you. I still feel all of these feelings when I'm in this person's energy, that you're fun and you're this and you're that, but I wonder if this is somebody that you might have had to tell off or put a boundary in, or maybe even just give the cold shoulder, because the way I'm feeling, I'm looking at it like you've just looked at me and then you've like flicked your head or hair and you've walked away. Like, you've left me in your dust. Like, that's kind of like how I feel. And I just feel like I'm getting a very controlled, cold version of you now. Or I'm getting I'm not getting access to things I once did. This is why I felt the boundaries part, because I feel like I'm not getting access to you or to things that I once had access to. So let's just say, like, this is a friend, or this is somebody that was in your life in like a more lovey way, and there was like flirting involved, and now you're no longer flirting with them. Maybe you're in a relationship, but then it could also be you just don't want to blur a line, or maybe you felt like you might have caught feelings, so you pulled back, or, you know, maybe you tried something, it didn't work, so now it's like, okay, we're going back to friends. So there's something here where there's like a boundary where it's like, I'm not playing anymore. This could also be like a co-worker that you've like had fun with, but it's like, just remember I'm the boss, so just remember that we need to keep this focused on work. Like, there's just something in the air when this person is thinking and feeling you, where it's like, you've pushed me back, or you've said no, or you've honestly, this isn't all of you, this is not all of you, there's just for some of you that it would relate to, there is a slight saltiness of, you've left me in your dust, and you're like pridefully walking away. So this could be somebody who's like, right, I'm done now, I'm not doing this with you anymore, whatever it can be. It's like, I'm done, I'm leaving now. This could be somebody you, like a situationship, or somebody you were dating that it was just going around in circles, and you've gone, you know what, I'm getting out while I still have my head on me, and I'm just going to end this now and move on. It could be that, this could be somebody that you've blocked and move on from there, or you've just revoked access to in some sort of way. That's honestly how this feels. Like, you feel like you revoked access, you've stepped away, and you're in your power for it, because we have the Queen of Wands here. So, like, you're moving on, I'm stepping away. But this could also be somebody that just is still maybe in your life, but you have, maybe you used to be more of a people pleaser. Maybe you were somebody that was just like, yeah, let's have fun. And now you're like, no, I'm going in at 7 p.m. I'm going home at 7 p.m. because I need to be up early. I've got the gym, and I've got all these things. There's like a matured groundedness for some of you, but then for others of you, there's like a, no, I'm done doing this. Take whichever one resonates, but it has left this person feeling just like, oh, like, you've just like pushed me back, or you've revoked access, or the free trial's over. Like, that honestly, it's how it feels, like, free trial's over. When you've had like an app or a TV like service or whatever, like, there's so many of them now, like Netflix and Hulu, and I don't even know what's going on in my account these days. There's just so many of them, and it's like, once it's over, you don't get all the cool features, and you just have to go back to watching like certain boring episode, like, you know what I mean, like, you just have less of an access. That's how this feels here. And it's like, oh, so do you know, this could even be like somebody that like you were never in a relationship with, but you were still very open to them, and they were just like leaving you dangling, and then you were like, no, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm moving on. That could also be this. And there's some kind of saltiness, but they still, with you doing it, there's a lot of respect. Like whatever this is that you've put in, these boundaries, there is a respect there. Might not like it, but there's like a respect there. And I still view you as somebody that I like and I look up to. It's kind of similar to pile number 1, where it's like I'm kind of putting you on a pedestal a bit. I definitely really like you. I definitely enjoy. I mean, I wouldn't be coming for the free trial otherwise if I didn't enjoy that. Or I wouldn't be around you so much and being in your life if I didn't enjoy you. It's just, I now that you've put the boundaries in, there is a level of saltiness. So there's a layer of like groundedness, or you've grown up. I'm not putting up with this. You're not going to do that. Like, these are my boundaries. And that's what I'm picking up here. It's like there's fun. We're going to have fun, but it's contained. Everything has a purpose and a direction. That's the word I was looking for. A direction now. Like, I'm wondering if this is somebody you could have just been having fun with and dating, and now you're like, right, I need direction. Where's this going? Right, I need direction. I'm not just gonna like play around now. Is this gonna be a relationship? Because I don't want to waste my time. And it feels like it's come out of nowhere, because I'm like, oh, I thought you were just gonna float with me still. And that's what this is here with the Queen of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Tap me in deeper. How are they viewing this person though? I feel like I'm viewing a situation and a boundary you've put in. I feel like I feel like I'm looking at you and you're growing up and you're becoming wise. Now this could be like a parent, a family member, where it's like, oh, they're growing up, they're really starting to click on. But this could also be somebody that you've had a situation with, and it's like, oh, they're not wanting to keep going around in circles, or I'm gonna have to really define this for them if I want to keep them. Like, that is what I'm picking up here. But how are they viewing? I'm gonna pull a couple more cards, because I'm getting more the situation. How is pile number 3's person viewing my pile number 3 though? Threes though. Strength, yeah. One more card, just do one more. Magician. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned in this aspect that they're viewing the situation like a power dynamic and that you're in control. Healthy relationships and friendships, we're not trying to gain control over anything. So them looking at you like you're in control, it's like, well, why are you even looking at it like that? Were you trying to be in control? That is something that I don't like. But yeah, honestly, that's how they're looking at you, like, oh, you're the leader, you're walking away, you're very confident in yourself, and you've got the power in your hands, and what you say it says, like, goes. Like, it's that sort of thing. It's like, I just keep being taken back to boundaries. I wonder if this is somebody recently you've told off, or put a strong boundary in, or maybe pulled your energy back from a little bit. Yeah, they're viewing you as somebody that's very confident, and somebody that's in your power, or somebody that's awakening to your power. That's how they're viewing you. Somebody that's becoming a lot more bold. And I think they are starting to see as well, like, the more you're doing that, like, your value as well. Like, I can't keep the free trials, like, I can't keep like, maybe I've underestimated you. That's the vibe here. I don't think they're doing it yet, but I think this is why I'm struggling to tap into it. I don't think they're there yet, but I think there's gonna come a moment where they're gonna maybe reflect on you and the relationship that you and this person have, and they're gonna be like, oh, I underestimated that person. Like, I maybe underestimated their value in my life, like, their place in my life. Like, I actually really like them in my life. I don't feel like they're there yet, because there's still a level of ego and saltiness of like, you've just walked away from me. You just left me in your dust. Like, that's something that keeps taking over the reading, which is making me think there's like an ego hit. I know you're the one in control. Like it's an ego hit, and it's kind of covering how they view you for me not to see it as clear as I'd like to. But this is how they're viewing you in the moment. But I keep being shown there's gonna be a moment of time over the next couple of weeks to months where it's like, oh, that person, like, I really underestimated that person. Like, maybe I thought that person was just here for fun, but they're actually really intelligent, and they're really wise, and there's like a lot there. Whereas it's like maybe they kind of got caught up in just enjoying your company and who you were, and like maybe what they were getting from you. Maybe you're a very giving person. I do feel like you are a very giving person, but I just think it's just your nature. I just think you're a very you're a very bright light, and I think that they enjoyed that, but I think they needed to, you maybe putting a boundary in, or you pulling your energy back a little bit. They needed to see your value. Maybe having access to it so much they didn't see that value. That's what it is. But but right now there's like an egotistical saltiness towards you. Like, oh, but that's gonna dwindle, and then I think they're gonna reevaluate. Like, oh wow, like there's a lot of respect here though. Like they definitely have respect for you, but I just think when you were around and maybe accessible, they might not have been able to see so much of your value, because it was just like, when we have the buffet in front of us, we get to choose, like, if we want to stay at the buffet, if we want to go. But when the buffet isn't there and we're hungry, it's like, oh, I really want the buffet, and now you understand, you know. And this is where I want to say with this pile, just be careful with this person, because this person should value you when you're around. This person should value you anyway. This person should value you when you're in their life. And be appreciating that. And I wonder what it was that made you shut off, put boundaries in, pull back. I wonder if maybe they were taking a bit too much from you, or taking you for granted. And I would just say to be careful here, because I feel like you're somebody that they do, there's a lot of richness from you, and I think that they love a lot of the energy that you give out, and I think that I feel like I like being around you. I think you're really funny. I think you're really bright. I think you brighten up my life. I think you give me this zest for life. You make me feel very confident. But then it's like, when you're gone, this person doesn't feel any of those things then. So it's like they're getting it from you, which means that they're not getting it from inside of them. They need to activate that inside of them, because if that's the case, then what are they giving you? What is this person pouring into you? What is this person giving to you? And I wonder if you pulling back, or shutting down, or putting a limit is because you realize, well, what are you actually giving me? I think I need to pull back a little bit. And there is a saltiness that is just taking over the reading for me, not to get a clear view of how they view you, just that they enjoy you and your energy and all of that. But I just would be careful with them, because I just think they don't maybe sometimes appreciate things when it's just there in front of them. This could be somebody that's very like grass is greener. I wonder if this is more like a relationship, situationship sort of thing, an ex maybe. This person could be a very grass is greener person. When something's in front of me, it's like, I want the other thing, but then when that's gone, I want it back, you know? This could also be somebody that's avoidant, where you bring out a lot of emotions in them, and then they struggle to understand it or feel it, so it's almost like I'm shutting down and I'm running away. I want something different, but then when you're gone, it's like they can appreciate it and they want you back. And that's what I'm saying, be careful then. Pile 3 and 1 feel similar. I wonder if you were drawn to both, just because I want to say about you guys as well, that I said about pile number 1, is that they kind of put you on a pedestal, and you have a lot of traits that they wish they had. And that was a similar reference to pile 1. If you weren't drawn there, don't worry about pile 1. It's just, you might have been drawn to both. Because there's a similarity in how they view you then. Yeah, so we have the in-between. How does pile number 3's person view my pile number 3's? We have beauty. How does pile number 3's person view my pile number 3's? We have time. And the back of the deck, you have wisdom. Okay, well, first of all, wisdom at the back of the deck. Why do we have that? Please, spirit guides. Why do we have that? I'm not gonna lie, like, you almost feel a little bit in this person's life like a bit of a fairy godmother. They kind of look into you as that. So I wonder if, like, they're feeling down, you give them compliments, you lift them up, you big them up, you give them explanations to get out of situations, like you help them out. Like I said, honestly, they view you as somebody very giving. Like, you have a lot of love to give. And maybe you help them out with, like, when they're feeling down, maybe you give them a lot of, like, pep talks, or it could be, like, esoteric knowledge, like, spiritual knowledge. It could be, like, psychological side, where you're maybe a bit of a therapist sometimes for them. You soothe them a lot. I just keep being shown, like, them, and then you like putting a blanket around them. I just feel like you soothe them. Like, I kind of want to fall into you. That's the vibe I'm getting when I think of their feelings towards you. Why do we have the in-between? I also wonder if you or they show up in time. I wonder if you both show up in each other's lives when you're both going through a shift and a change. Like, you could be glowing up and then this person comes and shows up, or you could be, like, moving on and this person shows up, and then vice versa. This person could be going through a bit of a tower moment, a bit of a chaotic moment, and you show up. There's, like, cycles, and I think when you both reach the end of a cycle, I think you show up in each other's lives. There's something here about the timing of that, and we literally have the time card here. So there's something here about divine timing, like, you show up at specific points in each other's life of, like, when you need to see something. I wonder if you've been a bit of a healer to this person. That's maybe where the giving energy may show up. What I will say, though, is they see you as somebody that's very beautiful inside and out. I feel like one thing that I will say is I don't think this person is ever or would ever project onto you that you're, like, a really bad person. And I think if they have, I think they know that they don't really believe it, because this person does see you as somebody that's very kind and sweet and loving and understanding. So if this person's ever projected, like, maybe out of a trigger or anything like that, that you're not that, I think it's more like a lash out, because at their core, I feel like they actually see you as like a very healing person and a very loving person, just very beautiful, again, inside and out. But it's like I'm hearing the innocence is gone. This song has come out twice, Beautiful Liar by Shakira and Beyonce. I'm sure this song came up in pile number 1, but I just heard the innocence is gone in that song. I think Beyonce sings that part. I wonder if there's just, like, you've grown wise to something. So it's like, I'm not just gonna be your healer, I'm more than that. Or I'm not just gonna keep giving and giving, you're not giving anything back. Like, that's what I'm getting here. And then it's up to this person if they want to shape up or shape out. But they are seeing you as somebody that's kind of grown wise. That's just what I'm getting here. So yeah, pile 3, that is what I have for you. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at how your person currently views you. So you guys chose the little mouse. I'm going to start with tarot, and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. So pile number 4, please, spirit guides, tap me into the collective of my pile number 4s. How does, oh goodness, it's just jumped out on me. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay, how does pile number 4's person view my pile number 4s? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Fool. I just shared Gotta Go My Own Way by the High School Musical song. Seven of Swords. Okay. There's lots of people outside, by the way, if you hear noises. Back of the deck is the Six of Swords. Yeah, I'm hearing Gotta Go My Own Way. Okay. I wonder if this is like a friendship you've outgrown or a dynamic that just is no longer working, or this is just maybe somebody from the past anyway, because there's like a bittersweet feeling that I feel like this person is like initially feeling towards you, where it's like, yeah, I'm hearing two songs. I'm hearing Gotta Go My Own Way, where Gabriella's like, sorry Troy, but I gotta dip. And then I'm also hearing Young Forever by Nicki Minaj, where she's like, don't say goodbye, look in my eyes, we'll be young forever. So I wonder if this is like an old relationship or just somebody that you've known for a really long time, because this person just, the energy that I'm feeling, I feel like I'm in an attic with all of these boxes and I'm like looking back at like all memories or like what could have been or what was, and I'm like putting it to bed, if that makes sense. Like there's a bittersweet feeling that I'm getting from this person, where I just, there's an acknowledgement of like moving on, growing up, we're going down two different paths, but there's still love here, but it's like I'm letting go. And this could even be a situation where maybe you both triggered things in each other, or you both you know, mirrored certain wounds within each other, but this person feels like they're letting go of those wounds as well. So like maybe they do shadow work or inner work or healing, and it's like, or maybe they're in therapy and it's like whatever had them maybe still attached, because maybe they were still attached to you for some time, whatever that was having them still attached, they are working through it. I wouldn't say that if I didn't see the Queen of Cups going into the Fool and then the Six of Swords at the back of the deck. They do feel like they're working through certain feelings, and this could be maybe even as well somebody that you recently let go of or walked away from, and I just feel like I'm stepping away, and then I'm like, whoever this person is, they sit with their emotions and feelings at least, or they at least acknowledge things, because I feel like I am facing certain things and I'm ready for growth and like renewal. So that's a feeling that I am getting from this person. I feel like there's a moving on kind of energy. They could as well, maybe if this was like, let's just say it's a friendship breakup, they could still be untangling with the Seven of Swords here. Just maybe old like versions of you in their head or projections. Like let's just say like this is somebody you haven't thought of, or that's somebody that hasn't been in your life for, let's just say 5 years. I'm just going to give an example. It doesn't have to be the case, it's just something that I'm like giving you an image. And let's just say like 5 years ago you were a different person, and you both argued and said things, and then this person viewed you in a particular way because of things you said. But this person knows now, like 5 years later, okay, you're not that same person, and I also said things, so we were both at fault. It's like this person's like untangling where there are wounds and triggers so that they can fully let go of it. Because the way I'm being shown it, I'm being shown like a mermaid tied to something at the bottom of the ocean like an anchor, and it's finally like letting go of the anchor and just swimming up above. And there's a bittersweet sadness. Like I think that this person actually has a lot of love for you. There's a protectiveness that this person actually feels towards you, whether you know that or not. I mean, it could be like a family member that's gone to live overseas, you know. There's like a protectiveness, even if this is like a relationship, an ex, a situationship, or whatever. Like I feel like this person saw parts of you that they really loved, and especially if you were in a relationship with this person, then you know they saw parts of you that they fell in love with. Like I think that this person, there's like a softness that I feel like they view you with, like they see you as somebody that's I feel like this person looks at you like kind of connected in a little bit to like your inner child, because I wonder if you've been vulnerable with this person, or maybe this person, who knows, this person could be psychic and intuitive and can read you as well. Maybe, you know, maybe that's it. But it's like I see you. I see like a lot of your sadness, or like maybe at one point this person wanted to heal you or fix you. or yeah, there's love here. I'm not gonna lie, it's either like love, like relationship love, or it's like family love, or it's just like I have love for you that's coming through, that's taken over the reading in terms of how they view you. This happened with pile 3 as well. There was more feeling that was taken over the reading, which makes me think this might be a bit raw for them right now, whatever it is they're letting go of. At the time of you watching this, it could be a bit raw, like they're letting go. So how do they view them as a person? How do they view them as a person? I keep looking at the connection and going, this isn't fitting. Like, it's the shape, like I'm a triangle, you're a circle. It's not fit. It's not gonna work. I'm more focused on that. This person feels like you're the same person as them inside, but outside you're two different people. And this person, I feel like I'm looking at you and I feel like you have a lot of obligations. I don't know what that's about. Like, you could be somebody that just like is just so focused on work, and just like your work is like everything, and it's maybe taking you away from maybe that connection, or when you were in their life, like you were somebody that was just like very busy. This could also be somebody that, like, let's just say you've both been friends for a really long time, but now you're both married and you both have lives, and it's just like, well, you're over there, I'm over here. Because that's the song, the Nicki Minaj song Young Forever. She sings, I'll be over here, you'll be over there, I'm a shed a tear, but I really don't care. That's what I'm hearing. It's like there was something that once was and it's no longer there. We've outgrown something, and that's what I'm seeing. It's just, I'm hearing obligations, like there's a focus for you right now. Like, this could be a friend that you were out and, you know, going out and having fun with, and now they're like settling down with a baby, and their priorities are different, and there's just like a separation, but there's love there. I hope that makes sense. But there's something like they feel, when I say obligations, I feel like you're stressed. So I don't know why that's how they're viewing you, as somebody that just like has a lot on your plate. It could be that you're going through a lot, or it could be that they view you as somebody that you're really busy. Like, honestly, that's the energy that I'm getting. I feel like I'm looking at you and it's like, you're stressing yourself out. You're really busy. Like, you need to chill out. Like, you got, this person feels like you're hard on yourself. That's what's coming through. This person feels like you're hard on yourself. And this is the thing. I think that this person feels like you... Tap me into this deeper. This person feels very deeply, the person you're asking about. Whether they show it or not, I feel like they're a deep feeler. I kind of want to... I wonder if this is like a family member, because I kind of want to look at you and I kind of want to be like, you're more than what you're trying to achieve. Like, I see you. Like, you're more than what you're trying to achieve. You're more than how much money you're trying to make. You're more than the goal that you're trying to reach, the fitness goal you're trying to reach, the home you're trying to create. Like, you are more than that, and I see you. That's how this person feels. They're not... This person is like a deep feeler, and I think the reason with this person I'm getting more about like the connection and the feelings is because this person sees people through their heart, I feel, and connects with people quite deeply, and I think that they see the raw and filtered versions of people, or they're just highly sensitive. It could be that, it could be both. And I think that in terms of how they view you, I'm looking at like who you really are, like how I view who you really are at your core. I actually see you as somebody that is... I feel like they see you as somebody that gives a lot of your energy out. Like, I feel like I'm looking at you and you're being pulled in different directions. They must be aware of what you're up to right now, because I feel like I'm looking at you and you're being pulled everywhere. Like, you're like a jellyfish being pulled everywhere. There's strings around you, and this person's yanking you over here, and this person's yanking you over here, and like my resources are being like taken. It could be that you're very given and this person sees you given to so many people and it's like you're worthy even when you're not given. That's what it could be. That's what it could be. I want to say that this is somebody from the past, but then they're aware of you currently and feel like you're going through a lot, or you give a lot and then maybe people take advantage. But then it could also be that that's just how they felt when you were in their life, so they still have that view of you even if it is 5 years ago, and maybe that could have dwindled the connection that you had with them. It could be that because there's a bittersweet feeling like we're not on the same path at the same time. I'm still getting that. Like I'm seeing two people operating on two different frequencies, and it's like you're on a different frequency to me, you're on a different wave to me. But I feel like I know what you're up to because I just feel like you are here through the grapevine what you're up to. Or maybe I've seen, this person could be on your social media and see your social media, because there's something here about like you're being pulled in like different directions. I don't know why I'm being shown. High School Musical keeps coming up. So either you or this person likes High School Musical, or could be a bit theatrical. But I'm just, there's the scene in High School Musical 3 where Troy, well actually he has moments like this in all the films actually. But I'm thinking of the third movie where Troy sings Scream. And if you haven't watched the movie, Troy, he doesn't know what to do because Gabriella's just moved to another college far away. She's on a different path. Do you see how this is aligning? And Troy is obviously missing her, and then he has two options. Does he go to the basketball college and fill out his role and dream of being a basketball player that his dad really wanted him to do and that he does enjoy, but also he loves to sing and dance? What if he takes the theatre college and he doesn't know what to do, and Gabriella's just gone, stress is high for him, and he runs around the school at night singing the song Scream, and he sings, I don't know where to go, what's the right team, I want my own dream so bad I'm gonna scream. And it's just, there's a lot going on. It's theatric. You can watch it. If you type in on YouTube High School Musical Scream, it'll come up. This is you that we're talking about, so you may relate to the lyrics of Scream, but that's how they feel in regards to you. It's like, I feel like you're being pulled, or you've got a lot on your plate. That's how this person feels about you, and that's where the protectiveness, healing kind of comes in. Why is the Seven of Swords here? There's been triggers here before though, because I feel like they're peeling away where there are triggers in this connection, where there could have been an argument or projections. I feel like they're peeling them away. But yeah, this person's, in ways, it's like, I feel like they're still championing you. I feel like this person like has a lot of love for you. But to get how I'm viewing you as a person, they feel protective, like I want to cut all the strings around you and let you do what you want to do. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if you're just a very given person. Or maybe you're just really so focused on work. Is it they want to go on holiday, go on vacation, like have fun and play. That's how they feel. There's a worry here a little bit. I wonder what that's about. I think this person cares about you, so it makes me think that this is like a family member or a friend or just somebody that has love for you, like as a person, not for like what you give them, or it's like there's like a feel like I'm attached to you emotionally. But I think they're going through their own shift at the moment, because like why does High School Musical keep coming up? I'm hearing breaking free. They feel like they're breaking free. I feel like they're letting go, they're moving on, but there's like a bittersweetness towards you. I wonder if this person like gave a lot and tried to help you out or something like that. So how are they viewing Pile 4? Before I get into the Oracle cards, is there anything else that wants to come through on how they're actually viewing Pile 4? They think you're funny, but they think you're like, okay, the funny that they feel that you are, it's like an endearing funny. Like, you know when you just watch someone and they're just funny, or just the things that they say, it's just like they're funny, and they're not trying to be funny, they're not like being dry humor or like making jokes, it's just like things that they do and say, it's just like funny. I don't know, there's like a sweetness, like an endearing feeling that they feel towards you. They see a lot of light in you. Sorry guys, the camera cut out then, but yeah, they see a lot of light in you. So they have a lot of love for you, but there's a protectiveness. Pile number, my first one funny then, pile number 4. How does pile number 4's person view my pile number 4's? I wonder if this is a parent that's worried about you. Or like a friend. Like they're watching you grow and evolve. You know, who sings Slipping Through My Fingers? Isn't that ABBA from like Mamma Mia, Slipping Through My Fingers? It could be that, like you're somebody's child. I mean, you are obviously someone's child, but like you're growing up and facing the world and you're being pulled in different directions, and it's just like a worry, you know what I mean? And then a bittersweet feeling, because it's like, I wish I could just wrap you in cotton wool forever and look after you. It could also be that, and this could also be like a sibling that wants to look after you, but you're growing, and there's, you know, that happens, especially when we have like siblings and they move out of the house, you know, it could be that as well. We have focus, so death and rebirth, focus. Yeah, this person feels like you're very focused on something right now, like, but they almost feel like sometimes you put too much pressure on yourself. We have forgiveness at the back of that. Yeah, this person feels like they're healing something to do with this situation, or it could be that they're releasing control over the situation. If this is a parent or a sibling, it's like, I've got to let you find your wings, and there's like a sadness there. That's what the bittersweet is. But then as others of you, it's like a friendship or an ex relationship where it's like we're going two separate ways, and I'm releasing what this connection was to me, and releasing any grief or anything that I hold to it, or frustrations and whatever I've projected. That's also being moved for some of you. But yeah, death and magic, I feel like this person feels like you, how do I put it into words? Help me put the feeling I'm getting into words. This person feels like sometimes you don't see your own power, and you don't see how strong you are, or like you don't see the options you have in front of you. Like, you can jump out of this, you can you've got it all under control, like, you know what you're doing. Like, believe in yourself the way I believe in you. That's the feeling I'm getting here with death and magic. It's like you don't realize your power, and I kind of want to breathe life into you, but then I kind of feel like I know you've got to do that yourself too. That's something that's coming through here. Focus, I do feel like this person does see you as somebody that's like very hardworking and very like likes everything to be together, likes everything to be where it needs to be, maybe traditional rule book, like it's got to be this way. But like there's this feeling of like live a little, because like, and I say it every video, I feel like I talk about Doctor Who, but I'm thinking of Doctor Who and there was this episode on Doctor Who where David Tennant's Doctor, the 10th Doctor, he's obviously like an alien, he's like basically immortal, and they land in this planet where these human beings from the future, like billions of years in the future, they're on this space base that's like in orbit under like a black hole, and they come to this like pit where there's like basically the devil down there, and they don't know the devil's down there though, and they want to know what's down in this pit. And I think he says something to her like live a little, in terms of like, let's jump down and see what's down there. He says live a little, and I don't know, this person like feels like they want you to like stop working so hard and play, and just say no to these people that are pulling on you if you don't want to do it. Like, they kind of want to take you out of a routine. It's like, show people your fire, show people what you're made of, sort of thing. Don't play it safe. Like, they kind of like want you to see yourself how they see you. Like, they see that magic in you and they want you to ignite it. This feels like a parent, you know, like a parent or a sibling. yeah, this feels like a parent or a sibling, because even with the transformation card, it's like whatever is going on with you right now, they're aware of and they're rooting for you. Even if this is someone you've had an argument with, they're rooting for you. Like, they would want you to jump out of that and make, you know, make the money you're wanting to be making, or reach that goal that you're wanting to do, or jump out of that structure that maybe is keeping you down, you know what I mean, or heal a wound that maybe you're working through. Like, whatever it is, this person, I feel like I want to say, like, I'm rooting for you, and I want to kind of like lift you up. I feel like this is a parent, you know, or a sibling that you're asking about. This person wants like good things for you because this person feels like you're a good person. They see a lot of light in you and they feel protective over you. But this person's also going through their own healing in terms of this situation and letting go. And I'm actually being told this person may be going through a grief period right now. So they could be maybe doing their own inner healing and letting go of things. It could be they're letting go of this situation, wounds that it's brought up. And it could just be that shedding the old to make way for new in their life. And when we shed the old situations come up for us to feel through them. And that's where you're coming in. And that's why that was taken over the beginning of the reading. Yeah. Okay, that one was interesting, pile number 4, but I really hope that it did resonate for you guys. So hit the thumbs up and comment down below if it did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching.